This video is sponsored by Single Point Solution. Single Point is pioneer in production and distribution of electric vehicles like electric bikes, electric scooters and three-wheelers. Single Point also provide consulting services to small F players.
Hello friends, I am Kanchan from Akulmac Technologies and you are welcome to our show. Today we are discussing a topic which is very in discussion, the position of women in our society, especially in Indian society. Well, when I talk about position of women in our societies, I feel that women are organizer, they are teachers, they are health inspector in the family, they are administrator, and on top of it, they are of course queen of family, right? So to discuss more about this, we have Sitesh Srivastava, who has a deep interest in corporate training. He had been associated with many women entrepreneurs during his work as fair. A part of this, he is also connected with radio broadcasting in a very in a very important way. So without wasting any time, I would like to welcome Sitesh Srivastava. Welcome to the show, Sitesh. How are you doing? And today
Thank you,
we have an important topic to discuss, I guess.
Yes, a topic which is very close to my heart. And thank you so much. I'm doing very well. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good, Kanchan. Kanchan, I always believe one Sanskrit shloka, Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devta. Wherever women are worshipped, gods wander those places, frequent those places. So it has been a great conversation series with you always. And this subject, woman empowerment for the nation building, is more and more important from an Indian perspective. And we have taken some great steps. In the politics, we always had some great luminaries, some leaders, Sarojini Naidu, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, was a politician. Then who does not know about Indira Gandhi? And there were a couple of chief ministers, women chief ministers in India. But what I want to emphasize and discuss is the larger role of women in the smallest unit, that's called family. And some of the women have done wonderful jobs despite the being part of the conservative family or even progressive family, and then all the other stuff that comes with the raising a family. And that is something which needs to be talked about, that needs to be celebrated, and that needs to be propagated. What do you say, Kanchan?
Yes, I feel that when we talk about, especially in Indian tradition and culture, I feel women always played a very important role, right from very beginning, from very antiquity. But even in if we discuss in freedom struggle, we have names like Queen of Jhansi, you see, and all these Sarojini Naidu. So all these all these women played a very important role during all along. You can take movement Satyagraha, Swadeshi. They have played an important role. And when we see after independence, though there was a little decline to in women's position in terms of having a position in the offices or in any private sector. But in spite of this, I feel now after coming to power by BJP, when BJP is power, I see that there are 38 MLA currently in UP, in UP government. So that shows again a kind of a rise in women power. Now many women are joining army. They are also into administrative work. They are handling like Sushma Swaraj. She was a foreign minister, handled the portfolio very well. So this is my what I have noticed. So what is your what are your points in this?
So Kanchan, yes, Kanchan, I mean, the names that you have taken, they are very respectable names, are great motivational names. But I think, Kanchan, that in a population of 1.3 billion Indians, it's still very, very symbolic when we see women progressing and reaching at the glass ceiling, breaking the glass ceiling and going even above that. And therefore that statistics needs to improve and it starts from the home. It starts from the lowest unit, which is called family, which is not denying that still we have lot of bias towards girls, lot of negative bias towards girls. They grow up with lot of negative sentiments, negative statements, and a feudal mindset. And I would also blame the Indian television serials not to do enough in this aspect. But if I see from the sports, from the jobs, from the opportunities available within government sector and in private sector, we have done well, but still from the 1.3 billion perspective, is still a lot needs to be done. The way some of those bad incidents are taking shape in the northern India at this point of time and other parts of the India, it sometimes is very surprising how can these two poles exist at the same time simultaneously. We have Menka Gandhi, not only a minister, but also a great animal welfare activist. And of course, we have ministers also. But I am more interested about women who are excelling into corporate sector, into the jobs, into the mid-level, senior level jobs. What are the challenges they face while they grow up? So on one side, we have people who have broken the glass ceilings, and they have reached by their sheer hard work. And then there are some who still complain that there is not enough, that their families have done, their spouses have done, and the family pressures have not led them. So as a woman, you have been also doing so many things. Do you feel things have improved in the last at least 20 years, Kanchan?
Yeah, I come from a thought where we believe as a family, we believe them in the equality. And we always in the family from my childhood, it's always stressed that you have to be excel whatever you do. So that is a thought which always been taught as a family, because we are a joint family and there are a lot of girls and a lot of boys, and we grew together. Now, when I see other families, so sometimes I feel the basic cause of this ignorance or not taking girls seriously and just want to give them away in the marriage. So I feel that main cause is education. If you're educated, like new government has introduced Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, so people should have that idea, which is kind of germinating now, that a girl can give better results as compared to boys when they infuse pairs. So though there's no comparison, because all boys and girls, they are into a set of different role. But then when we think about girls, so we in over of the period of time, the girls being given a backseat. So I think in new India, this thinking is day by day changing. So I think education plays a very main role. And the change, whatever is we we see in the society, though it is very slow, but I feel it is somewhere people are thinking that girls should need to to get out of the house, have achievement of their own, and so that's how society is changing. What do you
Yes, Kanchan. Yes, Kanchan, and I started realizing this, Kanchan, when I cleared my secondary examination, 10th, and then the higher secondary, 12th. And in those days, it was always said girls have scored so and so percentage in CBSE or ICSE. This has continued till today. Now it also includes girls top UPSC list. I have met some wonderful Indian Foreign Service officers, the women, and managing the relationship between India and those respective countries. Very powerful, very impressive, at the same time, very persuasive and very graceful at the same time. So I feel this more and more homes, family members, elders in the family need to realize this about the importance of educating a girl child and giving them the best of the education. Sometimes I still see some old feudal mindset advertisements on the television, and I always feel the guys who are still in the old school guys, they develop such kind of advertisements. And I'm very interested in seeing a coordinated approach. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is something that is goes very deep into the rural India, and where still a lot needs to be done. And therefore, we have a lot of luminaries. I mean, I can talk about a Lieutenant General. I recently saw on a program Lieutenant General Madhuri Kanitkar, who is Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, is serving Lieutenant General in Indian Army. Then PD Nitya is an Indian Police Service officer, IPS officer, and Superintendent of Police in North Jammu. She was the only lady posted in Jammu and Kashmir last year when the abrogation of Section 370 was underway. I mean, you can imagine at such a sensitive place a woman IPS officer. Then Dr. Sehrishi Asgar, she is an IAS, she is a Director of Information, Jammu and Kashmir. I mean, we know how sensitive Jammu and Kashmir has been over the years, and there is still a lot of unsettling emotions after this abrogation of Section 370. Then the first for Karnataka, I think probably for India as well, D. Rupa is an IPS and the Home Secretary. I mean, the first Home Secretary for the Karnataka state. And to Kanchan, more surprises on the way. In the Cabinet Committee of Security, which is such an important committee, we have two women on that committee. So while before 10 years back or 15 years back, we had ministers, chief ministers, and Sushma Swaraj was foreign minister, which the country would never forget. But they were very, very high level. So there was a big gap. I think now this gap is being filled up in the mid layer, in the corporate, in the government sector, and that needs to be celebrated.
Yes, and I feel that in recent years we have seen more women voters casting their vote. So that shows their interest in the politics. A part of this, if there's a gender equality is there, then the role which will be played by women in economic policy and politics, I think the effect will be far-reaching. Now, when we come to economics, now a woman is a caretaker, she is a family builder. So when a woman has the capability to build a whole family, why not add more contribution to the nation building?
Yes, yes, Kanchan. And even on the sports side, we see, I mean, thanks to Amir Khan, we get about the stories of the Fogart sisters.
Right.
And that was an amazing story. Priyanka Chopra did a story on Mary Kom. Though the funny part is that Priyanka would have earned more than Mary Kom. And and interesting part about Mary Kom, I would say, Kanchan, that she comes from the Seven Sisters northeastern states, which are still struggling to find a name in the mainland India. And they have given amazing boxers, amazing weightlifters from that part of India. And Mary Kom is a 5 times, if I'm correct, world champion. And this year she was the best hopeful to bring a gold from the Tokyo Olympics, which has been postponed for next year. And Mary Kom is right now a Rajya Sabha member as well. So there are amazing stuff. You know, PT Usha, remember in our times, Kanchan?
Right.
PT Usha was a great sensation in the athletes. So I think we need to talk about this in time to time in the Indian society. Whenever we see some injustices being done, as we are seeing some spate of events, we should at the same time stand up and talk about and propagate about these stories at the same time, where the repressive stories don't take the front seat. It is really bad in the modern India, Kanchan.
Yes, and I feel I just want to add here when we see and hear such stories about women. So I think we should be ready to really call bad things bad and good things good, rather than arguing and doing a discussion, endless discussion where it doesn't reach anywhere. So we'll be discussing more about women entrepreneur in our next series, and we'll discuss the profile of few names in the industries. So till then, bye-bye, take care.
I would only say the closing remark that there used to be those days when I used to like what great poet Mahadevi Verma said, मैं नीर भरी दुख की बदली. I think it is time to change that. Thank you for this conversation, Kanchan.
Thank you so much, Sitesh. It was wonderful talking to you. Bye.